I can see that. So speaking of sneakers, what are you rocking today before we dive into the kick time? What you got on today?
Yeah, well, first I have to say shout out to my buying team at Tilt. My team knows what I like, so they'll give me a call. Yaya, Christian, Dean, Adrian, shout out to my squad. One of them called me, Yaya called me, and she was like, Alexis, we got a pair of the Strange Love SBs in a size 8.
Okay, Yaya, shout out to Yaya.
Yeah, she came through. So yeah, I have the Strange Loves on today. Pink hasn't always been my favorite color, but like this is a hard shoe to find, especially in my size. They had sole protectors on them when I first got them, so like they look like they hadn't been worn. Really clean pair, but yeah, these are one of my faves.
Size 8, you say?
Yeah, men's size 8, women's 9.5.
That's our size.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm excited.
Matching, same shoe size.
I know. What a coinky dink, because first of all, I barely wear pink.
Yeah, same.
And now I feel like
literally my only pink items on today.
It really took a lot for me to just commit to this fit. Like it's dope, Ed Hardy, like you know, it's nostalgic.
Vintage throwback, girl.
Vintage throwback. But I was just like teetering the line between do I look like Pepto Bismol? Am I rocking? Like, you know,
Not
but
at all.
I'm glad I stayed with the commitment because now we're a vibe.
Exactly.
Team vibes.
There we go.
So this next segment we're going to dive into, I like to call Kick Time. This will be a series of questions just in relation to sneakerhead, sneaker culture. So first question, do you consider yourself a sneakerhead?
It is a great question. I don't consider myself a sneakerhead.
Why?
I really feel like the title sneakerhead I do feel like it's coveted, something that you earn. I do collect sneakers. I don't sell my sneakers. They stay with me. But I really believe, I think sneakerheads are people who have some sort of intrinsic value, connection, history, vast knowledge of sneakers. And I think I'm a little bit new to the game, so I don't feel like I'm up there with the legends. Yeah. Now,
while you may not be up there with the legends, everything you described is the definition of a sneakerhead, including what you do, who you are.
Okay.
The actual definition to define it is a collector, so soul collector, someone who covets something, and that's what we're doing. We're coveting sneakers. So I know a lot of people decide the criteria from the culture on who can be considered an actual sneakerhead, whether it has to do with your history, knowledge, how long you've been collecting, how long you've been attached to the game. But I feel like there's a place for all of us.
Yeah.
So what would be the term that you would consider yourself, if not a sneakerhead,
I will call myself a sneaker investor.
I like that.
Yeah, I definitely think that the start to the collection came from understanding like the financial gain. And so even when I buy shoes now, yes, there are GS pairs that don't hold value that I have in my collection because I really love the style and love the silhouette. But a lot of the shoes that I wait for and, you know, spend my time looking for are ones that have value. So
what do you think, like, what is it about sneakers? Like, what do you think it is about them?
Yeah, I think that there is, so like I've always been really jealous about how you could put a bunch of men in the room that don't know each other and you talk about a sports team and there is some connection, some way, shape, or form that like most men in that room will be able to assimilate, have a conversation. There becomes this like neutral ground.
It definitely sparks conversation.
Yeah, I think so. And I've always been into fashion, but I think that there's like men's lane, women's lane when it comes to fashion. And sneakers to me is kind of this like natural set playing ground. Like if I wear a $10 outfit from Fashion Nova, or if I wear a head to toe Prada outfit, like there might be some men that matter, but most men don't, you know, won't care. But if I wear a specific shoe, I think a woman may know what it is, a man may know what it is, you know, and now we have a conversation. So as somebody who loves fashion, I think that that's really where I gravitate towards the love for sneakers. Especially if like I'm going to an event, my first thought in my head is like, is this a heel event? Is it a sneaker event?
Exactly.
And then there's excitement.
That's
like,
a very important question.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that people put enough energy towards including those details.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know, is there parking?
Yeah.
Kicks or heels?
Right, 100%.
Dress, jeans. Like, I need to know all those details. Like, some people may look at that like, oh, you don't need to know all that, just come. But no, I need to know.
Yeah, need to know.
I need to know.
Agreed.
Do you have any favorite kick memories you'd like to share?
Yeah, so there was a time that we went to, it was like the very first sneaker con that I had ever gone to, and like sneaker con can be really overwhelming.
Yes.
Like we went to have a booth to sell shoes.
And that was your first time there?
My very first time.
You hit the ground running.
Yeah, ready to work. And I was wearing at the time one of the shoes that I'll share.
Yes, we're getting into that.
These are my Olivia Kim's, one of my favorite shoes. My Olivia Kim 4s. And for me, like, this shoe took me a long time to find. I really was looking for the Black Cat Jordan 4s.
Bring them out.
Yeah. These are the Olivia Kim's. Feel them, love them.
It's the texture for me.
But I was looking for the Black Cat Jordan 1s, like, Jordan 4s, had been looking for them for a long time. Hard shoe to find in my size. And also that don't look like whooped. So when I came across the Olivia Kim's, the pony hair is just, it sets the shoe off in a different level. But I also was like, no one knows what the shoe was. So like new in sneakers.
Does that matter to you?
It did. It used to matter to me. So like when I wore this shoe to SneakerCon, there was this girl who stopped me and she was like, hey, I've been doing like best dressed videos and wanted to see if I can take a picture. She was like, I haven't seen anybody wearing the Olivia Kim's. And I was like, she knows what these are. And that was one of the first times that I remember feeling like, okay, and like proud of what I have in my collection, you know,
I love that.
Up against some of, you know, the people around me that got sneaker plethora, you know, hype beasts like crazy. You know, sometimes I think that there's not enough appreciation for the shoes that you like that might have a little bit of value. So yeah, first time that I felt like recognized in a shoe that I actually really liked.
I love that. Thanks for sharing that memory.
Yeah.
Let's dive into what you brought today. So I see you got the 4s.
Yeah.
What else you got in that corner? Bring them out, bring them out. Are these your holy grails? Are these your favorites? Tell me a little bit about why you chose these shoes to bring.
What I brought today is definitely the ones that I have like the most emotion around. When I first got into sneakers and really understanding like the depth of the sneaker culture, I knew I wasn't going to be like the history girl and Air Max 1. You know, I don't have the lineage, but I really have always had an affinity for female designers. So I've always really sought after and looked for women designed sneakers.
Who are some of your favorite designers? Are they in this colletion? Are we going to dive into them?
Yeah,
okay, great.
I'll go through some of the ones that are not in my collection. Comme des Garçons, CDG, which is also owns Dover Street Market. The designer and owner of that brand is a woman. Also Sakai. Sakai is owned and designed by a female designer, which I think is dope. The Olivia Kim's, like I said, these Jordan 4s, she's a female designer. We know that Samba is absolutely having a moment right now.
Absolutely.
The Sambas, the Gazelles. It's going to be really interesting to see Adidas, even like New Balance Asics, how they enter and continue to stay relevant in the market. But when Wales Bonners came out with these, I was not, like, a friend of mine had been like, oh, I ordered some Sambas and they've been on back order for like 2 weeks. I'm like, huh?
Back order on Sambas?
It's like, what are we talking about? And then I saw these and I was like, okay, hold on, there's something that's happening. And I really hadn't have heard of the Wales Bonner brand or heard it as a designer. If you get a chance, look at her fashion line, she's great. But I have the silver ones. I also have, there's a black pony hair colorway, and then there's like a cream and brown. It's like a cowhide.
So texture's your thing. It's safe to say. Yeah, I love texture. And silver's having a moment right now.
Yeah, we were talking about this before we got on stage. Like silver jewelry, sneakers with silver metallic emblems. I definitely think it's having a moment. Before I was into sneakers, I followed Melody Ehsani. I think that she's always really been a fashion legend in LA. So these are the Melody Ehsani Jordan 1s. They are mids, but one of my faves. They have the clock here. The left foot and the right foot are different colorways. So this one is the orange and red. The left foot is blue and green. They do have a little saying on the side. It says, if you knew what you had was rare, you would never waste it, which I think is a good saying.
I have to get that tatted.
Yeah, it's a good one. It reminds me of our acronym for TILT. TILT is treat it like treasure.
I love that. And Melody Ehsani, I remember coveting her jewelry line. So I love that she incorporated the watch piece on the lace because that's just an ode to what she's been great at this entire time.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have any of the Laylee Mays, the 14s. Those are great. Would love to have a pair. Don't have a pair yet, eventually. And then two of my other favorites. This was absolutely one of my need to have in my collection for a long time. One of the shoes that I'm more proud of, the Union Jordan 1 Black Toes. Great colorway.
Do you agree that anything Union is just like gotta have?
I think they have great designs. I do. Of course, like if you look at market, there's some like the Union Cortez or like The Beffy.
But even the Union Cortez, like the colorway was
the
cool.
colorways were great. Yeah, I agree. And we have people who will come in looking for the shoe. We don't have them, but you know, when it comes to that value, sometimes it's like, again, what's the trade-off between value and style? I think the Beffys are underrated. That definitely is that all sale colorway. Those
sale
were
is
great.
Just anything you throw sale on. I want it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then these are the Strawberry Coughs. A shoe that definitely is very loud and one I didn't realize I was going to love as much as I do. I've only worn these once. I have the
Now,
A-top.
do you bring these around holiday season only, or do you wear them all season round?
I saw what you did there. No. I have one outfit that I will wear these with. I do want to match the green. It doesn't have to be exact. But I have one item that goes with this green. And so, yeah, for right now, until I find another piece, I don't wear them as often as I'd like to. I was deciding when I got these between the Stingwater SBs and these, and I ended up picking these. The Stingwaters I think I'll come across again, but I like the details on these. I think they're a dope pair.
Definitely a lot of texture going on there.
Yeah, texture's my thing, I think we found, huh?
Yeah. I love details though,
Thank you.
Those are dope.
Yeah.
Those are dope.
I agree.
Now we're going to get into a little game I like to call This or That.
Okay.
It's self-explanatory.
Okay.
So I'll ask you a series of questions, and you can choose quickly. You can think about them, but we're just going to keep it rolling.
Okay.
Heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Designer shoes or retros?
Retro.
Customs, yay or nay?
I'm going to say nay.
Wear or stare?
Definitely wear.
Kicks first or fits first?
Kicks first. Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, gotta
every
start
day.
with the kick.
Now, does that deter you, like, from wearing your kicks? Like, or do you just like, whatever, I find with it, I'll throw a white tee on and some jeans just to wear these kicks?
No.
You save them until you have the right moment?
Outfit. Yeah, for sure. Especially because like I want the shoes to stay in the best condition as possible. Like my Melody Sanis, those I wear all the time just because I can do so much with them. It is a shoe that's really hard to find, and so I probably shouldn't wear it as often as I do. But no, I will wait for the right outfit until I wear a shoe. Certain shoes, yes, I itch to wear them because I'm like when I got the Pine Green SB4s, like I wanted to wear them just because I knew they were having a moment. So then I shopped for an outfit just to be able to wear the shoes.
Exactly, that's true. Yeah, I have a couple of pairs of shoes that I'm like waiting for. They deserve their moment.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I could just break them out and just make it easy, but they deserve a moment, and I need to have the right fit to touch those shoes.
Yeah, I feel
and
that.
there's other shoes that I unfortunately have become beaters.
Sure.
That I didn't plan on having them as beaters, but I just love them so much I can't stop wearing them.
Yeah, they're like the Robin to your Batman.
Yeah, and some of them
sidekicks.
I just should have never done that to them, but at least they've gotten their worth.
Yeah. Maybe it's time for a new pair of them.
Do you repurchase the same shoe over and over?
I will.
You will?
Yeah.
What's the shoe that you bought twice?
The only shoe that I don't wear my shoes often, but
when you do.
Yeah, when I do. The only shoe that I have bought a second one of is the Lost and Found Jordan 1s.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, because I got a pair that were used because I didn't want them really new. And then I wore them, and then they were like too used. Then a new pair came, so I sold those, and then I had a new pair. And I was like, I should have had a new pair from the beginning.
Got it. So you don't buy one to wear and one to keep it a tuck?
No, I don't do the stash.
Okay.
I will say, I recently got a pair of the Off-White Sale 4s, and I went out, and I shouldn't have worn them out, and somebody next to me spilt, and there's like a dot. It's not significant, but it's there, and I can see it.
Why does that happen?
I don't know.
And then you can't get rid of that dot. No shoe cleaner.
Yeah.
Shoe cleaners.
Yeah.
Why is there always a random dot stain that you get when you first wear the shoes that you can never get rid of? But if you like wear the shoes a couple times and then it's time to clean them, they're just fine.
They're fine. Yep. So that shoe is the first time that I was like, okay, I understand why people get two pairs, especially when market's low, because they're not cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the most repurchased sneaker there is the Air Force One.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How many times can you wear Air Force One before it's too worn?
You're asking the wrong person, because I'm that girl that is just like, okay, enough is enough.
Yeah.
Put those away.
Okay.
Because I will clean them. I just cleaned my Forces the other day.
At least you clean them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're better
I'll
than
clean
most.
them. But now the creases,
Yeah.
once they start getting too creasy, I gotta let them go.
Yeah.
So I think I'm probably on the sixth wear of the current Air Force lifespan.
You're getting up there,
But
yeah.
It's getting there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna wrap it up.